Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan, and today I'm going to play a little Sonic Blue Spheres. I'm broadcasting live, really late. It's already almost midnight. I was going to try to start a couple hours ago, but had some things going on that ran over time and thought I'd go ahead and broadcast anyway. I don't know if anybody's going to pop in, but I figured I would give it a go and see if anybody happens to be around. But real quick before I do that, I should probably get the comments up here just in case there are any. So I'm moving those over to a different place. Resuming this. Getting this back to full screen. There we go. Okay. So what you're looking at right now, actually let me get rid of this because there's nobody else here. This is a template I have set up for a, for a co-host when I have somebody there. Hey, look, it's That Psycho Reviewer and Lucas Green. Hi, guys. Yes, it's a quiet chat because I just set up the show, so hopefully a couple people pop in here and there, but I'm going to hang out and play regardless. So this is Sonic Blue Spheres, which is a bonus level that was in Sonic 3 and Sonic & Knuckles, and it's a thing I like a lot in Sonic. It's a lot of fun. I'm going to see how far I can get in this. This is actually a ROM hack version that kind of turns it into its own game, and this is based on a feature that you got with the lock-on with Sonic 1. If you put the Sonic 1 cartridge on top of the Knuckles and the Sonic & Knuckles cartridge, so what would happen is it would say no way. You got the same screen that we were looking at right there when you put in a code, and the code was simply pressing A, B, and C together, and that gave you this, or it gave you a variation of this. This ROM hack puts in new custom levels, and I have not played this yet. I just found this today. It's called Blue Spheres Plus. And this is actually, I'm actually streaming this directly online. I'm not emulating this through the emulator I usually use. Just because I found it and it was convenient, and it seemed to be running okay, so I wanted to see how well it would go, and show it off to you guys in case you wanted to try it. This is on ssega.com. Hi guys there in the chat. It's going to be kind of hard to read the chat, except for between the levels, so that's probably what I'll do. I'm going to play this for about an hour or until I get dizzy, and I apologize for that. This is not the easiest thing to look at, the way it spins around. If you're a patron, you might have seen the After Dark, where I played this a few months ago with Brandon and Eric. I made those guys play this, which was fun, or play a version of Blue Spheres. I actually think that that was the pure version that you got with Sonic & Knuckles and not this ROM hack, but I wanted to see how challenging some of these levels got. Right now I'm having a hard time finding the other Blue Spheres. I'm sure I'm not going to do as well trying to play this with people watching, but let's see how we do. Okay, here's some more. Don't get hit! Dang it. Okay, I ran into the red. So, the way this works, and you guys are going to hear the same music, the same couple of tunes over and over again, but it's really good music. So, anyway, I'm also distracted here, one second, because I'm looking at the video playing back for me on this other screen. But anyway, hi guys, there's Donnie St. Pierre, there's The Wanderer, couple of folks here. I know, it's really late at night. Don't expect a whole lot of action here, but I'm going to play for a little bit, because I felt like doing this. It sounded like fun. Oh, by the way, I gotta tell you about this controller. This controller is amazing. So this is brand new. Just came out recently, as far as I can tell. I bought this at Micro Center locally. That is a computer store that I go to, and they have some cool video game accessories there. This is not third party. This is a Sega exclusive controller, and it is the standard Sega Saturn controller. The one that everybody liked, not the first one, not the crappy one, but the more refined version that we got later, which is basically a more comfortable grip of a 6-button Genesis controller with shoulder buttons. And this is the one I liked, and I also like the big round Knights controller with the stick, but for a regular controller, this was the best thing there was. And this is a wireless Saturn controller that has wireless ports that you can use for USB and also for the original hardware, which is crazy. What's the market for that? Like me and a few other people. There's not a lot of folks that I think would even think to buy this, but it's fantastic. And it's really neat to get to play a Sonic game with it. So anyway, I'm going to play this level again, see how well I do, see if I can finally get past this. So the way this works is if you've got a square of blue spheres, a square of spheres, and there is one or more in the middle, if you get all the ones on the outside, as you can tell, they, in the middle, all disappear. Actually, they all disappear and turn into rings. And so that's generally what I try to do. It counts up your rings, too, I guess, just to give you a score of that. They're not really... I don't believe they really do anything except just, you know, it's Sonic, and so you're supposed to have rings. It's not like there's enemies in this, because it's just a bonus level. One thing I wanted to check is to see if this is randomized or not, if this is the exact same level we just played or a different layout. I think it's the same, but I honestly can't tell. I would think it would be, considering there's a password system, but perhaps it's just for the sake of difficulty. I'm honestly not sure. When I played this before, it seems like it kind of randomizes a little bit, at least the original. And as I'm looking, the more I'm looking at this, the more I'm wondering if this is indeed exactly what we looked at before, or if it's just the same color scheme and, you know, blue sky. Blue skies smiling at me. Here we go. Nothing but blue skies and a Chaos Emerald do I see. Yes, Tyler, overall, I'm just going to play a bunch of blue spheres, because why not? I love blue spheres. It's a lot of fun. I just want to see how far I can get on this ROM hack that kind of turns this into one game. Because I'm a crazy person. Like I said, we did this one night on After Dark, and I didn't do super well, and I thought it would be fun to dedicate a whole video to it. So why not? I'm not going to play more than an hour of this. This being a ROM hack, it might have been fun to get some different tunes in here. Because I love the Blue Sphere music, but I mean, we might get tired of this after an hour. It is excellent, though. I'm not sure who officially composed the Blue Sphere music, because there were a lot... there were a lot of composers for Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Let's try again. Tyler says that's the special stage he has the most difficulty with. It was always my favorite. I mean, yeah, I was always decent at the Sonic 1 bonus stage. I don't think I've ever gotten all the Chaos Emeralds. So, I mean, I say that. I think the hardest one for me is the 3D one in Sonic 2. How do I get over there without some really weird jumping? I'm doing this again. Oh, crap. Messed up. Okay, let's try again. But there are actually, in Sonic & Knuckles, a total, I believe, of 3 different bonus stages. This is one that happens in the middle of a level that you can get to with the big giant rings. I'm gonna screw around and do this again. Let's try going this way. Yeah, there we go. There's probably a cleaner way to do that, but I saw my opportunity and I took it. Like I said, folks, if you're just joining us, I'm being silly and playing a Sonic bonus stage, and only a Sonic bonus stage, but a ROM hack of a Sonic bonus stage with some different levels, and I'm not going to be able to look at the chat a lot, except for between these, so if you're wondering why I'm not communicating directly with you, considering I tend to talk to people a lot in live shows, Just wait, and I shall, hopefully soon. This way, yeah. I'm just gonna go back. Hold on, I gotta go all the way around again. Because, oh wait, no, that wasn't. I didn't wend right around the block. Hold on, I'm gonna go back and see what that yellow gets me to. Oh, just there, okay. So nothing special there. Okay, well, anyway. Lucas Green, do you prefer the new generation or old generation of Sonic games? Oh, old, especially, definitely, of course. I'm old enough that a lot of the 2D stuff was, or the 3D stuff rather, was well past my time. And I just never appreciated it as much, and I don't think the level designs and things for most of those games are anything like as good. I think you could do a brilliant 3D Sonic game, I just don't think we've ever quite gotten that. Sonic Adventure 2, I think, is still the closest, at least of the ones I've played. Yeah, Tyler, I have played Mania, and I have a couple videos of Mania up on the channel. I did a live stream of that with Jason a month or two ago. So you can go check that out, and I think we did a little bit of content on that when it came out. I'm screwing this up again. Okay, hold on. It is probably too late at night for this, but we're gonna see what we can do here. This seems pretty difficult for a second level. Well, this song's gonna haunt my dreams. I just know it. The way that was set up the first time I hit that, I was kind of not sure if those were gonna turn into rings or not. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, oh no, yes, they would. Oh! Come on. Just stay alive. And of course it gets faster as it goes. No! No! This could be nerve-wracking. I always wanted a full game based on the kind of 3D stuff that we got with these bonus levels, with this and the bonus levels from 2. This stuff was way ahead of its time. Okay, I'm missing one somewhere, so it's gotta be in one of those boxes. Oh, I see it. Come on. Yes! Yes! Sweet. Divid22 says Sonic Pinball. I don't know if you're just saying that Sonic is like pinball, and all the, pinball connotations in these games, or if you're talking about actually Sonic Spinball. That would maybe be a fun thing to attempt at some point, but I cannot get past the second level, and I rarely even get any farther than that, than even 2. I have beaten 2 a couple of times. I've never seen 4. And I've never gone and looked at gameplay because I want to get to it myself at some point and be surprised by it. So I have no idea what the 4th level in Spinball looks like. Yeah, the UFO special stage is really cool in Sonic Mania. It's a positive thing you could say about 3D games. I mean, some of the graphics are really pretty, with, certain of those, like Sonic, oh crap. Sonic Adventure 2 is a really pretty game, and I like some of the level designs and things. It just gets a little bit monotonous for me. I'm not a big fan of, the way you kill things in that, the drop dash, the drop dash, or what is that called, where you drop down and you hit all the robots real quick in quick succession and all of that. I don't know, it's just a gameplay style I've never really cared for that much. And it feels more like the game is playing itself in some of those anyway, than it ever did in 2D Sonic. And it's just not what I came to Sonic for. I don't know, like Mario managed that a lot more seamlessly in going to 3D, obviously. And I just feel like something in the spirit of what Sonic was kind of lost in those games. Like, it just wasn't for me. I thought the 3D stuff and the actual level designs were really fun in what I played of Sonic Unleashed. Crap. except for obviously the Werehog, sections. But the main Sonic stuff was great, and I thought the whole game of that would have been really good. And I liked the 3D levels okay for what I played anyway of Sonic Generations. And seeing some of the 2D levels turn into 3D and vice versa was a real treat. So that was fun. I wish we'd kept going more in that direction. I also like the blend of 3D and 2D that we got in Sonic Colors. And that game kind of lost me halfway through. I got bored with it. And of course, it was maybe too much of a clone of Mario Galaxy. But I felt like we were more going in the right direction there as well. I'm not saying that a great 3D Sonic game couldn't exist. I just don't think we've got we've had a couple solid ones, but I don't think the definitive one has been made yet. I think that's still hopefully around the corner one of these days. I'd love to see what Christian Whitehead would do with a 3D Sonic, the guy who did Sonic Mania. I really do. I'd love him to consult on a thing like that, even if he wasn't, the main programmer. Oh, I have turned myself around. And I don't know, open world 3D Sonic would maybe be the way to go. Where are my blue spheres? I'm going in circles, which is really easy to do when you're going around on a big giant sphere. You ever thought of that? That you're getting spheres, but you're also in a sphere? A lot. I mentioned Mario Galaxy. It's like Mario Galaxy. You're just going around in one big giant sphere, like a planet. Anybody dizzy yet? Anybody else having a real hard time looking at this? Come on. Yes. All right, 6 more left. Where are they? Try not to go around in a big giant circle again. Come on. Round the curve. There we go. And yes! We did it. Fantastic. Too bad Yuji Naka retired from Sonic Team. Yeah, no kidding. Lucas Green, should Sonic have a variety of villains or stick to Eggman? I don't know. I could see both. I'm cool with the whole evil Sonic thing. If you develop Mecha Sonic a little bit and made him the actual big bad of a game. I know he's kind of overused, but I like Mecha Sonic. Oh, oops. That was a mistake. I would also, but I don't know if I don't know a lot about Shadow, so I don't know if it makes sense for Shadow to be an actual antagonist, but if you did that, oh man, that was weird. Yeah, somebody went crazy with this ROM hack. This is neat so far, though. I'm experiencing a little bit of slowdown here, and I'm not sure why. But I don't know. I mean, I don't think I ever would have thought of a different villain for a Sonic game. Oh, just looking, I mean, in the early days of 2D and looking at, again, what we do with Mario, where it's just, Bowser almost every time. But you could use, somebody like Shadow or somebody like Mecha Sonic as, like Sonic's Wario, I guess. That sort of thing. And I know there's been other antagonists in comics and stuff. Or if, Knuckles had been the actual big bad of Sonic 3, without Eggman being there at all. I guess you could have done that. And then brought him in as a good guy later. But instead, Knuckles had more of a Green Ranger thing. Okay. Come on. I guess I'm not totally sure why that turns those into rings. God, I got lucky there. There's kind of a rhythm to this game. This game is actually a little bit, or I say game, these bonus levels, a little bit more challenging to play with the sound off. Because listening to the rhythms of when those balls hit, oh man, so close, helps me a lot. Divid22, Shadow can cure all diseases. I didn't know that. Tyler Overall says he was made to find a cure. He isn't a cure on his own. See, I don't know a lot about that character at all. Okay, well, we've made it to level 4. Let's see if we can finally get past this one. Yeah, I was definitely right the first time that we're looking at the same levels. But I don't know if they randomize in the first place. You know, like once you're on one, they keep giving you the same one. But I assume so. I mean, I assume they don't randomize. That's the same one every time. I don't know, some people might find this kind of weird, but I really enjoy playing this by itself. And I don't mean to be a broken record, but I really do think that Sonic in the 2D era could have done a game like this. That would have been this playstyle, but with actual enemies and things that you deal with. Obviously, you probably wouldn't have been able to... You know, I say in the 2D era. I guess I mean right after it. I guess I mean like a Saturn game, or even a Dreamcast game. Well, not a Dreamcast game, because that was the, you know, adventure era at that point. And I've only played Sonic Adventure like once, and not much of it. Dang it. Man. I knew that was going to happen. But, I don't know, I just mean like... You could have done this, a thing that looks just like this, and made a good solid game out of it, potentially. I just don't think the hardware could have supported it at that time. Sonic 2 blew everybody away when we had, you know, these kind of 3D graphics at that point. Oh, man. And they were able to get away with that without Super Nintendo's Mode 7. Boy, that's weird. Okay. Man, this is hard. This is tough. Tyler Overall, we need a series called Cap Can Play where it consists entirely of blue spheres. I mean, no, because I'm not doing great with this right now. I'm not just coming in here and tearing this up or anything. A lot of trial and error. It helps to know these. And I don't know how much of this is new, but I know there's some new stuff in this ROM hack, so. Man. This one's interesting because I'm not having any trouble finding the spheres. Man, that was close. Oh, this is kind of tough. All right, here we go. Yes! Sweet. 16 left. Whoops. 7 left. Man, my palms are sweaty. Come on. I do not want to do this again. This is nerve-wracking. Man, I'm so close. There's 2 more. There are 2 more, you guys. Where are they? Did I see one? I swear to God I saw one. Yep, there's one. And there's the other one. Come on, don't die. Yes! Finally! Bossa Nova. Divid22, Cap cannot play Arkham. That's true. That is true. It just takes me forever. It's no fun to watch. John Ty, Cap, do you like the fact that most AAA video games are playable movies now? I mean, I think that is a valid way to tell a story, and I've said this a lot of times, but I needed some things like Arkham before I appreciated that. I think it's difficult to validate it in being the only way to tell a story. Like, there are a lot of stories told in video games where I find myself going, okay, it was neat to get to play that, I guess, but did it have to be a video game in order to tell that story? Like, it's more challenging to make it feel necessary that it's in that medium, and to not make it, and to not feel like it's trying to do two different, almost opposing things simultaneously, to be a good game and also a good story at the same time. But of course, it is doable, and it's getting more and more, I think, warranted. But do I like that most of them are that way? No, not really. I wish we had more variety. It seems like more of the kind of stuff that I like, and more of just pure video games and pure, fun enjoyment stuff where, and I don't mean to say like turn my brain off, but I want to use sometimes a different part of my brain to play a video game than I do when I'm watching or reading a story. And these days I have to kind of do everything all at once to play any AAA stuff, and I just can't get excited about that for everything. I mean, it has to be a thing that I really care about, that I'm really interested in the first place, from a story place, but also from a gameplay mechanic place. And so a lot of the kinds of stuff that I like to play is more independent type stuff now. But the nice thing is, for a long time, we stopped making things like 2D platformers very much anyway, except for on handhelds. And these days, that's, back in a real big way. And I think we're pretty well past... So I mean, this is nice. I think we're pretty well past that place that we were at for a long time of, well, the technology is outmoded. Did I get that sphere or not? I guess I did. I didn't think I got that. That's why I double bagged. And, people being so nostalgic for this stuff and the retro thing has helped a lot. Okay, this is getting more puzzly. And so it was too much about the graphics for a long time, like back in the mid to late 90s when 3D platformers were new and the gameplay wasn't always there. But it was more about what you could put on screen and what was, possible from an aesthetic place. And there was, of course, a lot of experimenting going on during that period. So those were growing pains that we had to get through. But then, fast forward 20, 25 years, and we ended up going back to some of the same stuff that was working really well gameplay-wise in... Can I get out of this? In, the early 90s. And before. I can't believe I'm still in. That was amazing. That was rough. So you gotta jump back in order to get that one. That's hard. Okay. It's gonna take me a while to beat this one, you guys. It's gonna take a while. Hawk Flame, I feel like narrative plot in console games started with Ninja Gaiden for the NES. That was the first game I remember that had extensive cutscenes that told a story between levels. Yeah, and I've never played through that, but of course I know what that is. But back then, it still felt like even when you had a story, you could skip it if you wanted to, and you wouldn't miss anything, gameplay-wise. Like, so much of the point of a lot of modern games is the story in the first place, and the gameplay feels sometimes, I don't want to say almost secondary. I guess it depends on the game. Sometimes that does seem to be sort of the case. And that's even the case sometimes with, like, really good, solid games, where it still feels like it's not as much about the gameplay as it is the story. And then I find myself going, why can't movies and TV shows, some of them, be as deep as some of the stuff that's going on in a video game? But that's not necessarily where I want that stuff. See, I don't know if I got that or not. Oh, I did. Okay. It's weird. I didn't hear it. Like I said, I rely on sound in this a lot. I should have known that this was going to get stupid hard. You know, I look at something like The Last of Us, which I've only played like the first level of, and at some point I'll go back and actually finish that. Everybody tells me I have to play that game. But, man, I did it again. That is hard. That's tough. I almost want to save that to the end. Maybe I should try to save that one for the end, if I can remember to do it. But anyway, and I wonder, like, why does that need to be a TV show? Like, that's being, you know, cast in pre-production and stuff right now, and I'm just like, I don't understand the point of that. I guess it's because that's so story-driven in the first place, and seemed really visceral, and just at just the beginning of that game, just the part that I played, it felt like a thing that really wanted to be, that really wanted you to play it, and it was making a good case for being interactive, I thought. It just at, you know, that first level, like I said. And, I guess the only point of making a thing like that into a video game is that, or excuse me, into a TV show, is just to bring it to people like me that don't tend to like to play games like that. And so then you just gotta hope that it's as good, and it's gonna be like, you know, books and movies. It's probably rarely gonna be as good as the game, right? Because it's longer, and you can be more immersive and be more detailed, and you just have more time and space to world build and you know, really develop characters. Okay, 6 left. I'm gaining, you guys. I'm gonna throw something if I have to play this level again, though. This way? Oh, man. So much trial and error with these things. That's rough. Man. Okay, so I'm gonna just pop up here and see how long I've been playing. Wow, I've been at this half an hour already. Okay, I don't know how long it's gonna take us to get past this one, but I'm gonna play another half an hour or so, unless I just fall asleep sitting here. I'm getting pretty tired already. Rockman, hi there, man. There was a comic origin where he was brown with lots of little spines, then he turned blue with large spines in an explosion, but yeah, pretty sure it's not canon. I know people are talking about Sonic's color scheme, whether or not he was ever brown. Tom says, hey, you got your net back. Awesome. Yeah, it turned out, I didn't even have to have anybody out. It turned out it was a router issue. I thought it was a modem issue, and I was able to reset the router and fixed it, and I wish I had figured that out earlier in the day, but anyway, here we are. So part of the reason I'm streaming tonight is because I didn't yesterday. So I just thought I would check in with you guys and say hello and do something silly that I felt like doing. I have been spending lately an immense amount of time with my kids playing the Power Rangers miniatures game, which is insanely extensive and just so much fun to play. It's fantastic. It's maybe my favorite board game right now. I'm not a big board game guy, and I just cannot get enough of it so far, and I'm loving it. I'm getting into miniature painting, which I've never done before. I was working on that a little bit while watching some Star Trek with my wife this evening, and I can't wait to show you guys some of that stuff. I don't know if I'm going to do that on the Morphomania channel or here, but I want to do some content for that game, and maybe do a live playthrough or two. Oh man, that sucks. But yeah, Jason and Freddie and I, it's like all we've been doing together for the last week. Just got into this thing a couple weeks ago, and I've been playing the crap out of it. I've really always wanted to get into a thing like that, and I was just always waiting for the right, you know, theme and thing that was, you know, up my alley enough. And like, you know, there's been like a Star Trek ship one, and ship combat didn't really tickle my fancy, and I'm not a big enough ship guy to like want to collect and paint those. But the Power Rangers figures, there's so much variety to them because you get Rangers and you get monsters and you get boss figures, and it's nuts how much has already come out in just the first year. I've got the giant Cyclopses. He's amazing. Tried to play with him the other day, but we lost before we got to him. That game is cooperative. Oh, come on! It's so hard. It's driving me nuts. It's driving me nuts. Lucas Green, so many forms of entertainment, Cap. How do you keep up with it? The answer is I don't. I have to jump around to different things. Like, I'm not keeping up with new comics at all right now. There's just not enough time in my day, and I kind of lost interest, but I still feel funky about it. And I'm not watching nearly enough new TV right now. Hardly anything. So the answer is I put on a good game face. Yeah, so I guess at first I thought that you had to jump back to do that. I didn't realize you could round the corner. That's what happened. Oh, this is driving me crazy. Come on. Round the corner. Yes. Anybody else ever done this? Just play Blue Spheres for an hour? I don't mean in history. I'm sure people have done this. I mean, somebody made this, so I'm sure they did. Somebody likes this as much as I do. Am I going in circles now? Is this where I've already been? I think it might be. Oh, there's some more. Let's get back around. Still got 27 left. Oh, man. That was not the way to go. Oh, this is obnoxious. Okay, I'm gonna get really frustrated here in a minute, I think. M. Yon says I suicide on Blue Sphere. That's hilarious. Blue Dragon 5, how is Cap not getting dizzy? I'll admit I am a little bit, but I've played this enough that you gotta get used to it. Tyler, overall, I can play Blue Sphere for an hour and not win once. John Ty, Cap, thoughts on... oh, you know what, John, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna talk about that kind of thing tonight, I don't think. We've been doing a lot of that on the Captain Logan show, man. Oh my god. I mean, seriously. Okay. Let's focus. Let's hunker down. Buckle down. Whatever phrase you want to use. What else is going on with me? I saw my dad today. He's doing well. He was on a live show with me a couple weeks ago. He says hi. I sent Dad with some comics for the booth. A big 1,500 lot set that I bought. Or 1,500 piece lot, I guess I should say, that I did a video on, and that will go up probably late this week or next week. I put up one haul video already this week, so I'll probably wait until next week. Where do I need to go? I kept out quite a bit for my collection with this one. Usually I only keep out, 15 or 20 per box, if that. This time I think I kept upwards of 200. A lot of late 80s Superman. A lot of John Byrne era stuff. All right, turn around. Okay. We got 8 left. Don't blow it. For the love of God. Oh, come on, turn. Yes. Whew. Where are they? Yeah, I'm sure I'm making some people seasick right now. Come on. I don't see them. There they are. Oh, no! Blue Dragon 5. Ever seen the Spielberg movie Munich? No, I've not. I've haven't even heard of that. What is that? Lucas Green, well, Cap, I'm gonna have to shoot. You mean go? Best of luck for you mean shoe? Best of luck for the future. See you the next stream. Thanks for being here, man. Good to see you. Tyler, if Cap was a Sonic Zone, he'd be Ice Cap. I see what you did there. I love Ice Cap Zone. Tyler says I'm putting on my game face. I'm gonna have to now. We got the wireless Saturn controller. We got good buddies in the comments. You guys are great. Thanks for being here. We've got beer. Beer's always good. I think we have everything we need. Except we also have fatigue. That may not be the best thing for what we're trying to accomplish right now. Quick plug for the Captain Logan show tomorrow night. I had to scratch my nose, and that screwed me up. Tomorrow night at 7 Central, we're going to do a Captain Logan show. It's going to be an Ask Me Anything show. We're going to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Whatever. Whatevs, as the kids are saying now for some silly reason. And then we're going to do a Captain Logan After Dark. So look forward to that. I can't believe it's already been 2 weeks since the last one. Last time we blind watched Jason X, which was insane and a really good subject for a blind watch. We had a lot of fun with that. That was really easy to do a blind commentary on, I thought. Oh, come on. Arrgh! Grr and arg! Imyon, that was really morbid of you, and I don't know if you're joking or not. I mean, it is a joke, but I don't know if what you said is actually true. You said, my dad is dead, but at least I got a truck. Which I'm trying not to be crass and laugh at, but it sounds like it was meant to be funny, and it is kind of funny. But if your father actually passed away, my condolences. I shouldn't have even read that out loud, but it was kind of funny, I have to admit. What is a testament to the quality of music in these games? Because, I mean, it is going to haunt my dreams, as I said, I'm sure, but I'm not fully sick of it yet. I see how you do this, and then I'm dead. Man, I'm gonna eat my own hand. Well, Amyon, I'm sorry to hear that. But it is cool to see somebody so good-humored. Oh, man. Okay, well, I can't believe there are 20 people watching right now. I really should have called this a Cap Can't Play. Cap Can't Play tonight. This one's tough, though. I assume this just gets insane. Let's jump over here and take care of this one. I really should develop like an order strategy for this. Come on. Oh God. Yes! That was nuts! I thought I'd try to take out some of the insanity first. See if that helps. Let's see here. Yes! No! Woo! 22 left, so there's a whole big section I've not gotten to yet. I'm doing this in a completely different order. No, no, no! Arrgh! God bless America. Man. Mark, is this the whole game? Why would anyone play it? It seems really repetitive. Because these are bonus levels, or this whole scheme was a bonus level in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And I'm playing a ROM hack that is a game of just these. That, as I said earlier, is based on the set of these that you got in Sonic 1 if you put it on top of the lock-on cart for Sonic and Knuckles. It was cool they gave you this kind of little extra thing when you weren't supposed to be able to do that. Like, that was really going above and beyond. It's like, this is not supposed to do anything. It could have been a blank screen. And they give you this screen that tells you you're doing a thing you're not supposed to do. And then if you press all 3 buttons together, that's all you have to do. You unlock this or a variation of this. But like I said, this is a ROM hack where somebody's come in and made it more challenging and invented their own levels. And, you know, it's deceptively simple, because you... Oh my god, look at this! I was wondering how far along I could go with that. Imyon said this is not a ROM hack. It apparently is, though. Or at least the website that has this on it says it is. It's possible the first few levels are the same ones that you get in the original, and that there's just a bunch of other levels later that are new. I'm not sure. But if that's actually not true, then this website lied to me. And so did a YouTube video that had gameplay of it, which I didn't watch, but just saw the title of. And that's how I found out about it in the first place. But yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna get past this level. I really don't. But we're gonna try. Sometimes it feels like it's speeding up even when it probably isn't. Like, I thought it only sped up when you were making progress. Man, that's hard. This is tough. I don't know if I'm gonna get past this. I'm really trying. Man. Imyon says maybe it is. I don't know. I'm just assuming you're dumb. Oh, all right. Well, I'm not though. I don't think. Welcome, by the way. You're not a name that I recognize, but thanks for checking out my really random, pointless stream. I won't stream it when I do this, but I'm totally going to come back to this and try to get better at it. I don't know why I always really enjoyed Blue Spheres. Like, I'm fine with this as its own game, I really am. You know, we didn't need anything more going on in Tetris. Yes! Okay, now I don't know how to get through the end of this. That was a problem. Come on, come on. Turn. We're still alive. 21 left. 21 jump spheres. Alright, turn. 13. 5. Holy friggin' crap. 5. And now we're running real fast and I do not know where the other balls are. Okay, so I got 12 minutes left. I have been trying to beat this level for 20 minutes. And I'm gonna quit in 12 minutes no matter where we're at. But I'm gonna try this again, because that's what I'm doing. Oh my god. James, I'm good, man. That made me want to punch my own self in the face, but I'm doing I'm doing okay. Oh, that's frustrating. And I don't know how many levels there are in total. I've been trying to think of other cool retro stuff to stream. I'm thinking next time we might do some Zombies Ate My Neighbors. Been wanting to do that. Also did that one night with Eric a couple years ago on After Dark. But I might do a stream for the channel of that. That's not a game I'm as good as I wish I was at. Like, I've never seen the whole game. It's a bunch of levels, man. 40, 50? It's got a lot of levels. Okay, I'm not sure if it wants me to jump over that stuff or if I'll eventually get to it just following the path here. I guess I have to jump over some stuff, don't I? Let's see, come on. How do I want to handle that? No, no, no. There we go. All right. You spin me right round, baby, right round. Let's go back this way. 10. I don't even know where I am right now. Oh, now we're in this section. We've got to be getting close. No, no, no! 4! Arrgh! Everybody thinks I'm becoming the Joker or the Riddler right now. Yeah, when I get frustrated in games, I start to sound like a Batman villain. Yes, I do. I'm gonna drink this beer down real fast, because this is driving me insane. I am drinking my favorite beer. It's Boulevard Wheat, which is a local beer here in Kansas City, but is nationwide now, because I think, is it Miller that bought them out? Bush? And Tyler says I'm becoming James Rolfe. Yeah, I can relate sometimes to Mr. James Rolfe. That is a guy I have a great deal of respect for. A guy I've always really wanted to sit down and have a chat with. And he is, like, honest to God famous and too busy for guys like me, I'm sure. But that is a thing I would love to do sometime. If the opportunity ever presented itself. He was a huge inspiration on Spawn Year. Okay, 13! That seemed to go a little quicker for some reason. Okay, back to this madness. That was a little easier. Whoop! 5. Once again, 5! No, 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 no! Turn. Oh, that was weird. Look at that. That was really strange. I don't know why it slowed down like that, but it was very helpful. How did I wind up backwards? Imyon, just go to a convention in Philadelphia? Yeah, I mean, I could go to a con and, you know, have to stand in line and talk to him. But I just mean, like, you know, it'd be nice to interview him or even just, you know, sit down and have a beer with him or something. I'm just not playing well now. Because, oh my god. Man, I've never played a full hour of this. Let's see. Divid22, is there an AVGN movie? Will Cap make a for money movie? Oh, there is an AVGN movie. Will Cap make a for money movie? I mean, if I made a movie, I wouldn't try to make a lot of money with it, certainly. I would just make a movie for you guys. but I have kicked it around, sure. John Ty, thoughts on DC Comics not using Diamond for distributing their comics anymore? We will talk about that tomorrow night on the Captain Logan show. Short answer is, I think that is, hopefully in the long run, a really good thing. Just the principle of the thing. I think we need competition. That's the obvious thing to say, but I think it's just true. I think the industry can only be better for having more distributors, and I think that Diamond brought it on themselves because of the way they were treating people. That's my short answer. But just with the facts that I have, certainly, I always like to give that caveat, because it's not like I'm hip deep in the industry now. I used to see a little bit more of the retail side of that, and I'm not, working at a comic shop, and I'm not, in shops regularly anymore, so I don't, I'm a little out of touch now. But that's just based on what I know. I was gonna try to get to that yellow one and just see where that went. Div22, yeah, we sold DVDs with Midwest and panels, but I mean, it was, we sold a few, and then eventually I just put it up on YouTube. So yes, technically we did make that for money, but I'll tell you, if we were, I wasn't worried about such things. I certainly never made back the budget of that movie. Because it wasn't about that. Or I guess I should say, I didn't mind because it wasn't about that. Like, guys, I'm gonna do this for just a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and head on. I was hoping I could get a little bit farther, but this one has just been insane. I started that in the wrong place, I think. Let's see, should I head back around and try to find it again? Let me get this one. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 6. Count them, 6. Okay, I saw some more back that way. I'm gonna see if I can spin around here. Ironically, I'm Sonic and I can't spin right now. No, no, no! Come on. Oh, it's doing that weird slowdown thing again. Look at that. Go right. Okay. Almost died. You see that? I'm stuck. Come on. Okay, around the corner. There we go. Whew. Just staying alive. Dang it. Okay. No, we're not. No, we're not, though. Well, I got down to 4 earlier, and then I got to 6, and then I got to 5, and then I got 6, and I don't know. I'm not doing so great. Okay. Well, folks, I think I'm going to give it one more go. I'm going to try one more time and see if I can finally beat this level. And regardless, I'm going to go ahead and get going. Tyler, Tony asked what the best streaming service is. Tyler said, Evolution is the best streaming service because it's completely free. That's hilarious. Well, we just stream random things that I make, like whatever this is. Anyway, so the best streaming service right now, I'm going to give probably to Disney Plus, honestly. The sheer amount of content that they've got, and some fun original stuff here and there that I've liked. Netflix I still use a lot. Their offerings are not what they once were as far as variety of pre-made content, but I don't think they've gone downhill in the way that some people seem to think they do. There are streaming services that have, kind of through no fault of their own, I kind of feel bad for Hulu. It's just everybody pulled out with them. Their whole model was, we are the cord-cutting kind of TV service. I guess this is also something we could talk about tomorrow on the Captain Logan Show, but if you bring that back up again tomorrow, I will talk more in depth about it. Yeah, just field your questions here first. When we do game streams for the Captain Logan Show, so that I'll know what's coming, and then I can give you a better response. And also, I won't be, blindsided by anything. It'll be great. It'll be like cheating. Okay. Let's see. Let's be smart about this. Five. Once again. Yes! No! Oh, man. Alright, that's it. Well, I was having a hard time getting any better than 5 left. Blue Dragon 5 and Tyler overall say one more round. I don't know if they meant before I did that or right now. But if you guys want me to, I'll do one more. See if maybe I can get lucky with it. Okay, I'll go one more. I'll do it. Man, this is driving me crazy. Let's go left first. Because we haven't tried this yet, I don't think. And yet, somehow I'm still really enjoying this, as frustrated as I've gotten. I don't know if it's just nostalgia or what, but I love Blue Spheres. I want to do a night stream with you guys at some point. Nights into Dreams, one of my favorite games of all time. I've done a video of that on the channel, but I haven't live streamed it. I don't have a great way to do that right now, but when I do, I'd like to. I'm thinking about doing a personal top 10 video game list, because I've never done that. My list will be very odd, I'm sure, to most people, but hopefully the uniqueness will make it worth it. I would think that some of you guys would know most of what's going to be on my list, and that there wouldn't be a lot of surprises. Can't believe I did that. Alright, well, that's it. Anyway. Oh, Nights into Streams, that's hilarious, Tyler Overall. That's a great name. Blue Dragon 5 Cap's just a rat in a sphere maze right now. Yep, that's exactly what I was. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys. I hope you had a good time. I certainly did. I wish we'd gotten a little bit farther, but you got to see some Blue Spheres in what I thought was a ROM hack, but now I'm questioning. Anyway, you guys great. Thanks so much for watching. I'm going to be back again streaming tomorrow night for the Captain Logan Show at 7 Central. And right now, I'm gonna finish this beer, and I'm gonna do a tad more minifig painting, and then I'm gonna go to bed. So, or minifig, miniature painting, not minifig, because that would be Legos. Anyway, once again, you guys are wonderful. Thanks a bunch for chatting with me and hanging out a little bit, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.